What's going on? Welcome back to another video. I'm Ross. Let's jump right into it. If you clicked on it, you know exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about discovering your calling. As always, I'm going to give you 3 tips. But before I jump into the tips, I just want to tell you, you have to immerse yourself into it. You cannot have but it. You got to go all in. It's all or nothing. Tip number 1, you have to completely immerse yourself in your obsession. If you are obsessed with something, even if it's a hobby, you need to be a master of it. For example, if you're interested in instruments, you need to look up the people that are successful, how they got successful, where do they do most of their work, what type of connections did they build, did they get an education, are they self-taught? That's what you have to do. You have to completely immerse yourself in whatever it is that you find yourself obsessing over. Like I said, it can be a hobby. But if you really put in the work, you really put in the time, you never know. It just might pay the bills, because that's what it's about, right? You want to have the skills that pays the bills. You don't want to just play it in front of your mom or grandma or grandpa and they kind of forced to say, oh, you're getting better. In reality, their hearing aid wasn't even in their ear, so they didn't even hear it, thankfully. But that's what you have to do. You have to work towards, you have to completely immerse yourself in whatever it is, even if it's education. That's the best thing that you can just completely dive in, get lost in your craft. That's how you discover your call. Once you figure out what it is that you obsess over, that just might be your calling, but you can't be skeptic about it. You have to be fully filled of faith. No matter what people might tell you, you got to jump right in. You have to dive right in. And that brings me to tip number 2. Tip number 2 kind of runs parallel with tip number 1, studying it, studying whatever it is that it might be. Study and show thyself approved. What does that mean? You have to put in the extra work. It's not necessarily, especially if you already have a talent. This is a thing that you have to do. If you already have a talent, 2 things can happen. You can become comfortable or you can sharpen this skill. That's the worst thing that you can do. Never get comfortable. If you're just naturally gifted at something, never get comfortable, because there are other people that have that skill as well. They might not be as gifted naturally as you, but they have a better work ethic than you. They work harder than you. You can never let no one outwork you. So therefore, never get comfortable. Always be on your P's and your Q's. Study the game, study your craft. That is applicable to everything in life. If you want to be the best veterinarian, you need to know about everything that's going on. If you want to be the best scientist, you need to know exactly what's going on. If you want to be the best politician, the best author, the best content creator, you have to know everything that's going on. You have to study these things. You have to study and show thyself approved. And that brings me to our 3rd tip. You have to surround yourself with people that are in your field. You have to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. You have to surround yourself with people that are equally as fired up as you. And sometimes you need to even surround yourself with people that are better than you. You need to surround yourself with individuals that have what it is that you desire, whether that be success-wise, career-wise, or it can even be something tangible. It can be because you like their car, you like their house, you like their lifestyle. And it's not that you are materialistic. You just want to figure out, how can I turn what it is that I enjoy doing into something profitable so I can sustain a lifestyle such as the people that I look up to. So you're human, I'm human, we're human. Never feel bad about yourself. Never talk down about yourself for wanting finer things in life, because there's nothing wrong with that. But what I would encourage you to do, if you're fortunate enough, because it's actually fortunate, if you are fortunate enough to find someone that does what you do and they are good enough to sustain a lifestyle, you need to be their apprentice. You need to be their liaison. You need to be their shadow, trying to figure out exactly how, what, and where were they in order to get to this level of success, to where their hobby at one point of time, your hobby, your obsession, your calling, is able to sustain their lifestyle. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. As always, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And most importantly, befriend the day.